Using a bank's money to get rich is the best tool in real estate. Using too much of it is the fastest way to go broke, right? And this is like the so-called double-edged sword of leverage. Let's look at some math. Oh no. Imagine two investors each have 1 million. One buys a $1 million property, all cash. The other uses that 1 million as a 20% down payment to buy a $5 million property with an 80% loan. If both properties appreciate 20%, the all-cash investor gains $200,000. However, the leveraged investor gains $1 million on the property minus the cost of the loan. Their equity grows nearly 5 times as much on the same initial capital. That's the dream, using leverage to multiply your equity. But as we said, using too much leverage is the fastest way to go broke. Let's look back at the 2008 financial crisis. At that time, a lot of people were over leveraged, right? Using like 90 to 95% debt. When rents fell 10%, they couldn't cover their massive mortgage payments. They had no cash buffer. The properties were foreclosed on and the equity was wiped out. Now, let's be crystal clear. The lesson here is not to, completely avoid leverage. However, the lesson is to respect it. The disciplined investor uses leverage to amplify a strong deal, not to create a deal that only works with cheap debt. So, as usual, a question that you can ask your sponsor: what is the loan to value ratio on this deal? And how does the property's cash flow provide a margin of safety if rents dip by 10%? If they can't clearly explain the buffer between their income and the debt payments, the leverage is controlling them, not the other way around. Anyway, if you are reviewing a deal and you want a second opinion on whether the leverage is smart or risky, DM me, let's talk. See you in the next video. Haven't joined yet? Our free investing group gives you front row access to new deals and helpful investing education. Sign up today.